There is a message from National Treasures. Please check it. Perhaps nothing is more aptly named than this. The flower is a lotus. The bird is a crane. The crane is poised, about to take flight. The petals of the lotus opening to the blue-green waves generated by the flapping of the bird's wings. Enhanced by thousands of years of verdigris, this is a Bronze Age masterpiece. It's in fact a huge wine vessel. At the bottom, two beasts are lolling with their tongues hanging out, while other mythical creatures occupy the sides of the wine vessel, dragons serving as handles on its neck. It hasn't had a drop of wine in it for thousands of years. Yet for many, the combination of antiquity and the sheer artistry that it represents is a heady enough mixture. Intimidating, yet beautiful. This really is an intoxicating piece. Dating back to the Zhou Dynasty, it was a symbol of politics and power, designed to inspire awe in the sacrificial ceremonies that were such a dominant feature of life back then, hence its decorative style. Beasts with wide-open staring eyes. Dragons, some with horns, some without, some winged, others wingless. All creatures of imagination, doubtless, but designed with a very real purpose in mind nonetheless, to project the authority and status of the owner. But the glory of this piece lies in contrast. Above the beasts, dragons, and snakes, on the top of it, is a different, more beautiful, more serene world. A world of blooming lotus flowers and cranes. It was discovered in the tomb of the Duke of the State of Zhou over 2,000 years ago. In the Book of Songs, Zhou was described as a place of freedom, a land of nutgrass on the hill, lotus flowers on the low ground. And it had more than purely botanical attraction. Here, a young man could easily gain the favor of a lady. And maybe there's something to that reputation. Maybe it explains why the creator of this treasure gave it such a light touch. A piece intended to intimidate, to inspire awe, is finished with a lotus and a crane about to get airborne. Since the Han Dynasty, bronze gradually gave way to iron, lacquer, and porcelain. But though the materials changed, the motif did not. The image of the lotus and the crane remaining as popular as ever. In time, the lotus coming to symbolize virtue, and the crane becoming a mystical bird, the emissary of heaven itself. The spring and autumn period was a time when the imagination was still developing, still throwing out new sprouts and shoots. What's interesting is at first glance, you could be forgiven for thinking of it as a rather less impressive bird than a crane. But that's what makes it so unique, so innovative. The smallness of the bird brings lightness to this imposing, fearsome-looking piece. In that sense, it's a product of its time, heralding the arrival of a new era in Chinese history. With its fusion of old and new styles, it bridges the gap between the authoritarian, ritual-obsessed Western Zhou and the lighter, less powerful spirit of the Eastern Zhou. In other words, it's a revolutionary piece, born of change and heralding change to come. The arrival of a new China, just like the crane, about to take to the sky and attain new heights of civilization over the next 2,000 years.